It's volatile out there. Conditions can change in an instant. You've got to stay in control, spot the opportunity, then make your move. It's all about execution. Search Alpari Race and get on board. Alpari, your global Forex broker.
Forex is high risk and not suitable for all investors. Losses may exceed deposits.
International sailing teams joined together from across the globe for the second stage of the Alpari World Match Racing Tour, the Korea Match Cup. The Korea Match Cup takes place close to Hwaseong City, Gyeonggi Province. It prides itself on providing the teams with a fleet of agile KM36 boats and a whopping 250 million Korean won prize purse. Since the first Korea Match Cup in 2008, the area has fast become known for its thriving marine industry. The racing takes place just off Gyeonggok Harbour, making for some close quarters viewing and plenty of photo opportunities for locals and visitors alike. People also flock to the harbour for the onshore activities and nearby attractions on offer. This year's event came a mere 8 days after Match Race Germany, so the team still had a sense of vengeance in their blood.
So far in the regatta we're on 4 wins and 4 losses, so we're at even. Still have 3 races left. If we want to be comfortable into the quarterfinals, we need to take all 3 races.
We are on the top of the leaderboard at the moment, and it's good.
It's the deciding point who will go to the quarterfinals and who will be knocked out. It's going to be tricky for everyone.
We're just happy to have made the quarterfinals. I think that's kind of your first goal is every team at the event is to make the quarters.
We lead Williams for 90% of the race and he passed us right at the finish. Couldn't close it out, which was a real shame, and I think we get knocked out.
We're happy with 5th for the first event, and we're just going to continue to grow, and it should be a good year.
Very disappointed, of course. 5 really tough races against Adam.
The intensity and the level of the game here, smallest mistake normally counts.
Do the best job you can. Sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't.
Disappointed, of course, to lose the finals to Ian, but we're extremely happy to start the season off for this year for 2nd place.
The first Alpari World Match Racing Tour regatta here in Germany in 2005, so it's been a long time coming, but to have finally won is fantastic.
Reigning world champion Ian Williams seems to be on fire from the word go, but he's never won the Korea Match Cup, an accolade that Swedish skipper Bjorn Hansen has claimed 2 years running. Meet the team posing one of the biggest threats at the Korea Match Cup as they go for the hat-trick this year. It's Bjorn Hansen and eWork sailing team.
This is one of the favorite events as we won it twice now, and we hope to make it the 3rd time to have a hat-trick. And I think it's because it's quite narrow, and I tend to feel like I know exactly where on the race course I am, as I can relate to fixed items like buoys and boats more than the piers and everything like that. It's often quite like breeze, and back home we have definitely more wind normally. But no, it's hard to point why we like it, but it's definitely one of our favorites. Yeah, so we're just actually heading out for practice. Would you like to join us?
It's interesting sailing here because when the tide is low, it's a really small racing area, which makes it a lot of positioning decisions to make and take, which makes the match racing fun.
We believe that this type of sailing suits us. It's very physical. You really need to work for it. But if you do it in the right way, you can definitely gain on it.
Jab set, jab set. This is the year that we're going to win the World Championship, so this is just an event on the Alpari World Match Racing Tour that we need to win. We actually feel great in the boat, so if we can win this event, feeling like this, then we know what to do for the rest of the year.
The last 2 years we've been the same crew, and we're feeling that we're improving consistently, and we're looking forward to the season, even if the start in Germany wasn't perfect, but we feel that we have a good mojo.
Bjorn Hansen's team may have the edge going into this regatta, but they'll have to fend off the other 7 tour card holders to win it. After one event, the tour standings were just an indicator of the stronger teams, but with only 5 events left to get points on the board, there was little room for a poor performance. A big ask for the sailors and the makings of a great spectacle for match racing fans. One such match racing fan has been pivotal to the development of the Korea Match Cup since its inception in 2008. Governor of Gyeonggi Province Kim Moon-soo proudly opened this year's regatta while celebrating its evolution.
이 코리아 매치컵은 여러 가지로 우리 대한민국
The Korea Match Cup has drawn attention of national fans and government's interest throughout the years.
계속적으로 한국이 이 코리아
I'm sure Gyeonggi Province and Hwasong City will devote fully to making Korea the centre of development through events like the Korea Match Cup.
적극적으로 이 코리아 매치컵 레이스를 지원하겠습니다.
Just back to 2007 when we make a decision to doing the Korea Match Cup in here. This is like an old fishing village. There's nothing in there. So 2008, the first Korea Match Cup, we don't have any marina. Last year we had 170,000 visitors during 5 days. So it caused a lot of economic benefit this area. But also the province and local government, they are building marine industrial complex nearby this place. So this is like we call the hub of sailing in Korea. Now you see we have beautiful marina and beautiful clubhouse. So everything is getting ready to doing one of the highest sailing event in Korea. We are ready to go.
With the 6th year of the Korea Match Cup declared officially open, the qualifying sessions began. Local skipper Gilmour Park wanted to put up a fight when he faced a past Korea Match Cup winner, Mathieu. We join Simon Shaw for their qualifying match.
Mathieu Richard on the left side, trying to get down inside the line of park. Big contact. See a small crack. I think there's a little bit of damage on Mathieu Richard's boat. There's the blue flag confirming the penalty on Mathieu Richard. So Mathieu Richard unable to inflict a penalty on Park. In these final seconds of the pre-start, it is Mathieu Richard leading back towards the start line. Neither boat will be on the line, but it will be Mathieu Richard out in front. Remember that all-important blue penalty means Mathieu Richard has to complete a penalty turn somewhere before the finish of this match. At the top of the final beat, Mathieu Richard goes for his penalty. It's off to the right-hand side of Park, so he'll be hoping to keep control, keep that right-hand advantage. It's all on here between these two boats. Getting to some difficulties with the hoist. He's in the lead. It's this French legend, only on his last leg to the finish, but disaster has struck. Park has parked it at the mark. His spinnaker meant to be set. Sloppy crew workers cost him dearly as Mathieu Richard sails on to victory. Park left wondering what might have been.
Despite Richard's win, it was a different Frenchman leading the pack at the end of the first qualifying session. Pierre-Antoine Morvan ended the day in the best shape with 4 wins and 1 loss. The second day of the Career Match Cup saw less favourable conditions with a still morning. But when the breeze filled in, the team started to show who was on form and who was not.
Yeah, obviously in the race against Mathieu Richard, we got hooked up on something on the floor of the seabed that brought us to a pretty quick stop. So obviously probably be looking to get a resale in that race.
We're now on 4 wins and 4 losses with 3 races left. We've got to probably win 2 of them at least and possibly 3 to qualify for quarterfinals.
2 collisions against the locals, the Korean team, so I'm sorry for that, but that's the game, and they are really selling better and better, I think, in each year, the Korean team. It's never easy to beat them, and I'm happy to get those 2 points.
Great day for GAC Pindar. We won all our races, all 5 of them. It's a great one to win against Pierre-Antoine Morvan because he's been going well as well. And then we won the next 2 after that, so that leaves us on 8 wins and 0 losses. I think the team are doing a great job, and it's all been very, very comfortable so far.
All eyes were on the 3rd day of qualifying to see who'd make it through to the quarterfinals and whether Ian Williams could maintain his clean sheet of 8 wins. Join us for part 2 to find out.
It's volatile out there. Conditions can change in an instant. You've got to stay in control, spot the opportunity, then make your move. It's all about execution. Search Alpari Race and get on board. Alpari, your global Forex broker.
Forex is high risk and not suitable for all investors. Losses may exceed deposits.
Welcome back to the Alpari World Match Racing Tour 2013, the Career Match Cup. Ahead of the 3rd and final day of qualifying, there were some big names staring elimination in the face. Winner of the past 2 Career Match Cups, Bjorn Hansen, was 9th overall, tied on 4 wins and 4 losses with Adam Minoprio, Phil Robertson and Pierre-Antoine Morvan. For the first time this regatta, the pressure was really on.
We have the pressure on us, but there is not really pressure at the level of the win today. We need to win, and we will.
Oh, for sure. There's lots of pressure on here. We've got our final 3 races, and we're 4 and 4, and I think there's about 3 other teams with the same score line. So we've got a lot on, and we're going to, well, hopefully put the pressure on the other guys as well.
We thrive under pressure, so I don't think there's anything else we need to say there.
Oh, I'm not really feeling too much pressure at all. You know, we're kind of the underdogs here and don't have much to lose, whereas these guys do, so.
Well, I don't think we have a reputation for choking, but we have lost a few tough races in the finals before, but we're really inexperienced, so yeah, like Will said, we've got nothing to lose.
To be honest, me personally, I don't really try to think about the pressure, so to me it's just like another day, so go out there, have fun and see how we go.
Yeah, we're not feeling any pressure, we just go out there and go sailing and hopefully the winning will take care of itself.
Whether he felt the pressure or not, Phil Robertson was up against Pierre-Antoine Morvan, both teams desperate for a win.
Weight right down, but he'll be slow. A race against Morvan, a must win for us, so we're stoked to come away with the victory. The winning move there was probably just the start. I think we did a really good job coming in from the port entry to get out of trouble. Full drive. And ready to drop here. Staying low. Okay, let's go jib and drop. It's really difficult to do in this light pressure in these boats, so happy to get away with that, and then just did a really good job of controlling him, and he just had way too much pace going at the pin. He's really early here, coming up, coming up. And big down here, big down. He's up. We'll swing up inside him here. Weight down. Okay, weight down. Racing here, eh? Hey, up you go! Hey! 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 We managed just to push him over the line, make him early and get the start we wanted. So we're happy, come off the line with a penalty and him over, so couldn't get much better than that.
Next of the tied teams to race was Adam Minoprio. Having been away from the tour for a couple of years and with a new sponsor on board, Minoprio feels he needs to make an impression on the tour this year.
For Team Alpari FX, we've been off the tour for a couple of years now. But coming back onto the tour this year, we don't feel like we've got to make a statement. It's more that we want to make a statement along the lines of achieving our goals. And our goal for this year is to win the 2013 Alpari World Match Racing Tour. At the beginning of this year, Team Alpari FX met up in London to shoot our new sponsors video at the Alpari headquarters. It was great for the team to meet up and to announce to the world that we're coming to take on the 2013 World Match Racing Tour. This year we have a new team, but there's still some familiar faces. On the bow we have Nick Blackman. He's been with the team for about 6 years. We also have Tom Parry trimming. He's been with the team for a good 5 years, and he was very eager to get back into match racing. Dave Sweet in the pit, he's the big guy on board. He's the muscles, but he is also the joker. He's always keeping everybody laughing. It always tricks the other teams into thinking we're not taking it serious, but we really are. We also have a new face, Chris May. He comes to us with a wealth of experience, sailing the America's Cup and part of a Volvo Ocean Race. He's going to bring a lot of experience to the team and hopefully a lot of maturity to help us win the World Match Racing Tour this year. 2 weeks ago, Team Alpari FX competed in our first event of the year in Germany. We're extremely pleased with the results. To finish second in our first event to Ian Williams. Some people said they saw a classic comeback scenario from us in Germany. We did finish on quite low points in the qualifiers with 6 wins and 5 losses, but I don't see that necessarily being as a comeback kid sort of thing. What I see it more as is that, you know, we might not have been looking that good at the start of the regatta, but as a team we're a strong unit, and as things go bad at the beginning, we learn, we quickly adapt, and we come out winning towards the end of the regatta.
Well, a classic comeback kid scenario could still be on the cards for Team Alpari FX. We join Simon Shaw at the pre-start as they face Taylor Camfield's US1 sailing team.
So Taylor Camfield up against Adam Minoprio here in the qualifying round of the Korea Match Cup. Adam Minoprio circling in from that right-hand side, dialing up Camfield.
Driving guys, we can start on port. Oi! He put his turn! If he was avoiding, he would have straightened up.
His name. I was doing everything I can. Everything I could do. Trim, please, Dan.
Oh, there's the umpire's decision. Controversial, flagging Adam Minoprio. Deciding that Taylor Camfield did all he could on that left-hand side. Both boats now sailing off to the left-hand side of the racecourse. Manopra electing to carry on to the right. Manoprio just sneaking around the front. There he is.
Stop it! Swing! We're both on the same job. Right out.
He's got round in front now. Can he make it count? Can he try and inflict a penalty? Here comes the luff.
Hey, touch! Come on, he touched us! Spinach attached to the drive! Contact!
As they come down towards the finish, it's neck and neck. Manoprio still has the penalty.
Room at the zone!
Canfield calling for room to get into the committee boat.
Room at the zone, guys!
He's turning down. He's committed to the turn. Manoprio following suit. There's the committee boat. Last chance saloon for Manoprio.
Nice race, guys.
But it's Taylor Canfield that sails on to take the win.
The race was lost just after the start when we were still dialing down Taylor, and we got a penalty, which I think was a bit harsh.
That puts us at 7 wins. I think that might put us through to the quarters, which is nice. A little relief going into these next 2 races against Richard and Hansen, which will definitely be tough ones. So, you know, we're happy to probably, you know, fingers crossed, to secure that spot in the quarterfinals, and it's a good step for our team.
The big question of qualifying was whether Bjorn Hansen would make it through to the quarterfinals, and who better to face in such a tight situation than current world champion Ian Williams. It was always going to be a good match.
So it's Korean firework time. Bjorn Hansen up against Ian Williams. We've seen fireworks before at Korea and elsewhere on the tour between these two skippers. What do they have in store for us in this matchup? Perhaps a slight better of the start. Bjorn Hansen on the left-hand side with the control. Williams with a very aggressive luff. Boats are very tight.
He's attacking boat! He's attacking boat! Attacking boat! Hey! Agree! Hey! Protest! Protest! Hey! Hey! Protest! Come on! He's got to keep clear! No! We're in too late! Oh, but why am I attacking? Give up! Hey, we're in too late! No way! No way! Why do I have to attack? Because he's attacking! Don't over-rotate! Keep clear! Take your... That's a massive rotation! Big crash. Hold now.
Skippers all but trading blows as we come up towards this first top mark. Can Williams keep it close enough to try and affect the rounding of Bjorn Hansen as we come back towards this mark? Oh, a small amount of contact. Bjorn Hansen going for the hoist.
That must be a red guy!
The penalty from Williams.
Okay, we've lost his transom! We've lost his transom!
We had a typical Williams-Hansen match with a lot of screaming and shouting and flags flying all over the place, and Ian managed to catch a penalty on the top mark, which he cleared by passing our stern line, and we felt pretty good where we were, and they jibed, and just as we jibed, we hit the bottom and stopped.
We're hitting the bottom! We're hitting the bottom when we're outside the...
During the jibe, we came off the the bottom, and but that was kind of a match decider as he got coverage of us by being faster after that.
At the end of qualifying, the tight scores meant a count-back situation for many of the teams. And despite a win against Taylor Camfield in his last race, Bjorn Hansen faced an early exit from the competition.
We're definitely looking at going back home and join forces, as I said, and make sure that this was once in a season miss of the quarter-final, and hopefully that we can show that we are still in the game when we're back home on home court.
Pierre-Antoine Morvan joined Hansen on the flight home, whilst Phil Robertson and comeback kid Adam Minoprio made it through to the quarter-finals along with Johnny Bernson.
It's volatile out there. Conditions can change in an instant. You've got to stay in control, spot the opportunity, then make your move. It's all about execution. Search Alpari Race and get on board. Alpari, your global Forex broker.
Forex is high risk and not suitable for all investors. Losses may exceed deposits.
Quarter-finals day at the Korea Match Cup, and it was time for the skippers to make their opponents' selections. A decision that could win or lose them a semi-final place.
So we are in the quarterfinals now against Swinton, and well, the quarterfinals are always a key moment in the regatta.
It's the replay of the St. Moritz final from last year, so hopefully we'll be able to win again like we did there.
Racing Johnny Bernson in the quarterfinals here in Korea. We did the same in Germany, so hopefully looking for a little redemption after he took us down 3-2 in Germany.
He wanted to do a resale on the Germany quarterfinals, and we're happy to do that because we won it, so we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're racing in Williams. Obviously going to be a really tough battle. Also gave my father a call last night to see if he had any tips, and he gave me a few valuable pointers that hopefully we can use. I've got an idea what Peter might have told David, but hopefully it won't really help him.
Yeah, we're racing Adam Minoprio today. Should be pretty easy actually. He's right behind you. Being a bit of an idiot.
We've raced Phil a lot in the past, and we don't think we've ever raced him in a best of 5 series, so to have a Kiwi derby here in Korea, we're pretty excited about it and looking forward to it.
First up was Ian Williams, who chose to race David Gilmour. We joined them for the pre-start. Williams already with a win on the board.
So quarterfinals time, David Gilmour up against Ian Williams.
Don't worry. Hey, come on! He's closed the gap! Brothers!
Okay, let's drop.
Close that gap! Drop when you can, guys, okay? Drop when you can. Drop high. Hey, brothers!
Oh, God, get him!
Brothers!
Flag him!
Come on, that's another one!
And it's David Gilmour with the penalty.
Hey, come on! Brothers! He's not keeping
Circle back towards the start.
It's got to be another one, guys! He just sat there!
Gilmour led around the course, but Williams kept it tight, piling the pressure on Gilmour to offload his penalty before the finish.
You reckon do a jibe and then do it? So I think we've got enough room now, guys.
We're good. That's us.
Winter Williams.
The guys did a great job. We beat into the hoist on the Jenica, which allowed us to come into leeward. We managed to keep it close all the way around the course and get the win. So 2-0 now. We just need one more to progress to the semi-finals.
The next pairing saw Keith Swinton racing Mathieu Richard. For some of Swinton's Black Swan racing team, the Korea Match Cup was the first opportunity to sail the KM36s. We caught up with them earlier in the week to see what they made of these lightweight racing machines.
Today was the first time driving the boat, and it's really nice, very manoeuvrable, accelerates really well, tacks and jives very nicely, and obviously has really nice Jenica. Always with the big Jenicas, you sometimes worry about dropping them in the water, and if that happens, you really slow down a lot and you can lose a race.
It feels very good on the boat. We've had an awesome practice session. Not speaking badly about Germany, but they are a little bit lighter and easier to maneuver, so I prefer these boats.
Well, I think these boats are quite responsive to trim, so they're quite light, so any ease or tightening of the trim is going to make a big difference to boat speed. So I really have to be on top of that and be watching the other boat and also our boat and make sure we're set up similar, if not better, to them.
I need to be pretty strong. It's a physical boat. To be quick and strong. I also work a lot with the weight on the boat, so not being a baby elephant as we sometimes can be.
Oh, these boats are a little bit different from the rest of the boats we sail on the tour. They've got asymmetrical spinnakers, so there's a few things that come into play with that, changing the way we hoist, the way we set. There's no spinnaker poles to worry about, so it's a little bit easier, but there's also different considerations with that. I know I'm pretty comfortable with the asymmetrical spinnakers, so yeah, it was good. We had a good training session.
They may have felt positive during practice, but now there was the added pressure of the quarterfinals to contend with. The pair went to the full 5 matches to decide their quarterfinal. The crowds were out in force and even the sailors were rooting for their favourites.
Come on, Matty, you can do it.
We take up the action at the first mark.
2, 1, hoist.
Swinton around the first mark in front.
Lève un peu, la bouée dans une et l'envoie dans 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Mathieu Richard a few lengths behind as counts down to the hoist of his spinnaker.
Pressure now, lower faster in the last 10.
It's Mathieu Richard that's held on to the lead, but coming down towards the bottom of the course.
And drive it back, Bob, boom back. Oi, starboard! No room!
Mathieu Richard, after some nice work on that first run, dives through the line to win his quarter-final matchup.
It was very tough to stay ahead on the last run because the wind was shifting a lot to the right and dropping a bit, so not easy finish, but we won, so very, very happy with that.
In a repeat of their quarter-final pairing in Germany, Johnny Bernsen faced Taylor Camfield. By match 4, it was 2-1 to Camfield. This was a must-win match for Bernsen as we join them in the pre-start.
Johnny Bernsen against Taylor Camfield. Both boats very close in the pre-start.
Come on, flag! Come on!
And there's the blue flag. Penalty on Taylor Camfield.
We swinging here?
Boats hoist their spinnakers and this first downwind leg. Great set there from Camfield, and Hansen's crew work not really standing the test. Both boats low and slow, fighting for position. As we come down the last leg, it's Camfield out in front. Coming in to try and shake that penalty that he incurred in the pre-start. Here he goes. Camfield spinnaker down. His head needs to be below the gooseneck as he circles up doing his penalty around that pin end of the line. Now can he get through the line before we see the bow of Johnny Bernsen?
I think I soaked to it. I think I soaked to that.
So Johnny Bernsen made an early exit from the Career Match Cup, his eyes firmly set on the next event in his homeland, where a win would be extra special. The final pairing was an all-Kiwi matchup with Adam Minoprio racing Phil Robertson. The course brought them close to the pier and made for some great viewing. We joined them in the pre-start of the third race. Minoprio 2-0 up in a first to 3 points quarter-final.
Battle of the Kiwis, Adam Minoprio, Phil Robertson.
One, back now, quick back.
This really is Korea Match Cup at its best.
Ready to attack. Hey, there's no room there! Hey! 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 Attacking. Dub main. Smoke main. Okay, speed on. Winding up there, winding up. Yeah. Zone there. Yeah, come on, he's in the zone there. 2, 1 and up. Yeah, ready to swing up. Winding up, let's go, hard on. Hard on. Yeah. Coming down. No lock now. Heads up.
Comes Robertson.
Yeah.
Drive Minoprio over the line. Batman on the bow for Alpari Effects Racing, counting down the time, counting down the distance. As the gun sounds, and great start from both boats as Robertson rolls through the jibe.
Hand up. We just got to go fast here, okay? Hike hard. Nice work.
It's Minoprio that leads in the first top mark, Robertson following. Great position to try and jibe onto the breeze of Minoprio to attack and roll. Sets from both teams.
Wait up, boys, wait up.
Coming up a little. Coming up. And coming down now. Come on! Hey, come and hit me! Come and get me! Ready? Ready to jibe? Coming up.
The umpire's deciding that's just too close and he's got a penalty. Robertson diving down, the jibe clearly not on. I think we're going to see another yellow flag. Now with 2 yellow flags, it's Robertson that has to do the turn straight away.
Kiwi drop.
Robertson looking for a luff. He has those 2 penalties to do.
Inside 2 boilers! Black flag, yes!
Robertson struggling, there's a 3rd whistle. There is the black flag. You can hear the adrenaline pumping on both boats. That is a black flag and the end of the match for Robertson.
Well, we're 2-0 going into that race against Phil Robertson. I'm still nerves a bit shaking because the heart rate was up a bit there, but yeah, we managed to get the start we wanted, tight lured. No, it was good to come out there and go 3-0 over Phil Robertson, who's been quite a force on the tour over the last few years while I've been away.
Very strange conditions out there, really tricky. I think 2 of our races were in really abnormal conditions and really shifty, so it was difficult, and big gains and big losses from both teams, and Adam just sailed a little bit better in those conditions, and then obviously black flagged us in the last race, so yeah, he sailed well, you know. And yeah, it's been a tough. It's definitely a tough one to take. Yeah, well, obviously losing the quarterfinals means we don't advance to the next round, so it's time to pack our bags and get ready for Sweden.
The semi-finals saw only one non-tour card holder in the mix. Ian Williams looks set to be the favourite, but with some strong performances so far, it was anyone's game.
It's volatile out there. Conditions can change in an instant. You've got to stay in control, spot the opportunity, Then make your move. It's all about execution. Search Alpari Race and get on board. Alpari, your global Forex broker.
Forex is high risk and not suitable for all investors. Losses may exceed deposits.
Welcome back to the second stage of the Alpari World Match Racing Tour, the Korea Match Cup. The semi-finals were looming as the 4 teams gathered on the dock for the opponent pick. Ian Williams and GAC Pindar selected Mathieu Richard with GEFCO Match Racing Team. Simon Shaw has the action from their first match.
So semi-finals time, Mathieu Richard up against Ian Williams.
Hold him up, we need speed. He needs to wait on the side.
Williams currently has the lead. You can see the bottom mark now. Mathieu Richard leading that jibe. Can Williams match him?
Drop it. Drop it.
Here comes Williams.
We have room, yeah?
And he spears it in. He hits the mark. He hits Mathieu Richard.
Hey! 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 Come on! Come on! We had room! You've got to give us room! He's got to give us room.
What will the umpires decide?
We're trying, but Matty, just please do your job, buddy.
And it's a penalty each. The umpires deciding that each skipper is some way in fault.
Richard's overtaking manoeuvre got him in front, and he managed to hold his lead to the finish. Williams levelled the scores in the next match, but his usual strong form was lacking, and he lost the next 2 races. The Korea Match Cup event title eludes the reigning world champion for another year.
Obviously, it wasn't a very good day for GAC Pindar. We came into the day with high hopes that we could go on and win the regatta, and that hasn't happened. We finished 4th. It's the worst result we've had here in Korea, but at the same time, you can say, well, we've made the semi-finals every year here. I don't think there's many teams that can say that about any event that they've been to. So, we have to take the positives. We won. Well, how many? I think 14 or 15 races at this regatta. We lost 5, so it's not all bad. The result's not what we wanted, but we're still sailing well. We don't need to change much. Just need to maybe look at how we perform on the final day and make sure that we come back with the chocolates next time.
To decide who'd be joining Richard in the final, Taylor Camfield went up against Adam Minoprio. By their 3rd match, Camfield was leading with 2 wins. We joined them in the pre-start.
Taylor Camfield against Adam Minoprio. Wind has dropped off since earlier today. Split tacks. Adam Minoprio is going to have a nice wide right starting position. Start is his for the taking as he rolls through the tack. But as the gun sounds, a misjudgment from Minoprio. He's over the line. Great work constructing that start from Minoprio.
Ready, Ron?
Come on, you gotta get out of there! Come on!
can't alter. He's altering. He's altering.
Seriously.
He altered us.
Crossing.
We were crossing. 2, 1, big press.
Looks like a misjudgment from
No way, he
Canfield.
altered up at us. We were crossing. We were crossing him.
So the penalty on Taylor Canfield.
Ready? 2, 1, go hard.
Can Manoprio keep it tight enough to prevent Canfield from getting his turn in? Steam Alpari effects come up to the mark and round. The chase is on. Manoprio round and set as Canfield already turning into the jibe. As we skip through to the final leg towards the finish. It's Canfield that's turning up to try and do his turn. Now can he complete the tack and get his bow down through the line before Manoprio comes into the finish? Here comes Manoprio.
Hey! Hey, come on! We're avoiding them.
Whose bow will be through the line? It's Taylor Canfield, but there's contact.
Look at that! Look at that! Whoa! There's no way! There's plenty of room! Plenty of room! Whoa!
There's the blue flag. It is Canfield that's through. It's Manoprio's head that falls.
Boom! 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 It's not over yet. We've still got the petite finals, but now we got better and better as the regatta went on, and then today we just didn't bring our game today. We missed shifts, we sailed slow and just didn't get what we wanted around the racetrack at all, and just nothing really went our way, so it's a bit disappointing.
We were able to just get enough speed to rock down right into his penalty turn, and just enough room for him to finish there, so it was a good win for us and going straight to the finals.
All bets were on for the final of the Career Match Cup. The absence of the two favourites, Bjorn Hansen and Ian Williams, made it a hard matchup to call. First blood went to Richard in a 1st to 2 points final. It was do or die for Taylor Canfield. We take up their match in the pre-start.
Hey, he's attacking boat! He's attacking boat!
That's a full tack, that's a tack!
Come on!
Wait!
Come on!
Full tack!
I avoided him! Trim.
Both boats trading blows around the pin.
That was a full tack!
The final minute. Canfield escaping off to that right-hand side. Can he keep his bow behind the line?
Oh boy.
Wow! There's the contact. Taylor Canfield throwing the race committee over the side as he piles in the side of the committee boat. There's the yellow flag. Huge misjudgment at this final stage of the competition has left the barn door swinging for Mathieu Richard to charge through.
No?
It's the
horn didn't go off.
Mathieu Richard carrying that lead through to the top mark. Canfield just following behind after the mistake in the pre-start. As the boats come up to the finish, it is Mathieu Richard that holds on to the lead. He will sail through.
I'm very happy with the way we have sailed as a team during the week. We have tried to improve every day, and at the end I think we are very strong. So fantastic to win here, and really I couldn't expect such a good result before the regatta, and yeah, I'm delighted. I'm very happy, and that's great. Just great.
With Richard's win at the Career Match Cup, the Tour teams will have to pull out all the stops at the remaining 4 events to rack up some points. Adam Manoprio and Ian Williams are in the strongest position going into the next event. Pierre-Antoine Morvan and Bjorn Hansen have the most work to do, lying in 10th and 8th position respectively. So all eyes are on the 3rd stage of the Alpari World Match Racing Tour, the Stena Match Cup, Sweden.
It's volatile out there. Conditions can change in an instant. You've got to stay in control, spot the opportunity, then make your move. It's all about execution. Search Alpari Race and get on board. Alpari, your global Forex broker.
Forex is high risk and not suitable for all investors. Losses may exceed deposits.